Hey there, it's Martha, and if you're new, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. I have my What I've Been Warming video. I got a lot in here somehow. I don't know. I mean, this is a little over a week, so if it seems more than normal, that might be why. Also, next week, I will not have a What I've Been Warming video next week, because I'm only here like 3 days, and so that won't be enough really to warrant that. So there'll be one the following week. And there may or may not be any other videos this week. Probably not. Just been super busy and I'm super tired and I gotta travel, and you know, it's just that period of time. That's the way it is. But got lots of goodies in here. So if you are interested in hearing what I warmed this past week, then stick around. All right, I got quite a bit. I mean, these are my bags, and I have some clamshells, and I did good. So this is a little over a week. I don't know how I got that much done, but we did. I'm going to start with Scentsy like I normally do, and I got this, and I've had some pods that I'm going to talk about. So this first one here, and actually before I start, if I just don't feel on my game, or if I look like I'm not on my game, apologies, I'm exhausted. I'm so tired, but I love doing videos and I love talking about wax. I'm hoping this will like get me a little woken up, because it was a week. So today's Saturday that I'm recording this. It was a week. I mean, I went to bed early on Friday. I even took a nap Friday afternoon, and it still wasn't enough. I slept in this morning till 8:30. And I feel like I can go take a nap again. So it's just, I mean, I'm going to listen to my body. If I want a nap, I'm going to take a nap. But let's start off with Cherry Chestnut. So this scent here, I grabbed by mistake to warm in open space. And I say that because I thought I was grabbing Cinnamon Woods. I was purely looking at like the color and thinking, see how close they are? Thinking I grabbed this one, but I grabbed this one. But this is cherry chestnut. It's black cherry, roasted chestnuts, and whipped vanilla. I would have warmed this in my bedroom, not in open space, because it was light on cold and it was light on warm as well. So I used an entire cube in my open space. And when I say open space, if you're newer and haven't kind of seen my open space or watched any vlogs, it's not that big. It's maybe 450 square feet. It's not tall ceilings. It's pretty much an enclosed space. It's just not a big space. And I have 4 Scentsy warmers and 1 hot plate and 2 hot plates, but I really don't use one of them. And that's pretty much what I have going in open space, which includes the kitchen. So this was a light performer. I used all of it, where in most cases I can get away with using 6 cubes instead of 8. But I used the full bar, pretty scent, but because it was so light for me, I would not repurchase this one. I did mean, like I said, to grab Cinnamon Woods to warm one day, and I warmed this also in the open space, and this is pear, cinnamon bark, and sugared woods. So this was stronger. This was a stronger scent. I would say this was like medium high for me in open space. I used the whole cube, and I might have put one in the bathroom. I think I might have done that. And I enjoyed this scent. It was actually nicer on warm than what I got on cold. This, though, kind of gives me vibes of maybe like, what's that one? Ember Glow? Is it Ember Glow or something like that? Like that kind of vibe. I would prefer that one over this one, but this was nice. Would I rebuy it again? I thought it was nice, but that's about it. But a decent performer. So this is Cinnamon Woods. Then I have Sparkling Spiced Cider. Sparkling Spiced Cider. Let's see if I could say that 3 times. This is sparkling mandarin, black currant, clove bud, and raw sugarcane. This one was one that I warmed yesterday, actually. Because it's been hot every day. It's been hot every day. And I think part of the reason I'm tired, I don't know why I'm so tired. It was just a week, and I didn't sleep that great last night because power went out in the middle of the night. got a text from PG&E saying power went out. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I guess the AC went off. Opened windows. Luckily, it came back on a little over an hour later, but I think it disrupted my sleep a little bit. But all that being said it's been hot. It's been in the 90s. A couple of days hit 100, gone over 100. So I figured this would be a great kind of scent, again, in open space. It's sparkling. It's a little brighter. It's not like a heavy scent. And it did all that. It was, I did get a nice, like a sparkling orange, which always reminds me a little bit of like a sparkling orange soda, like an orange soda. So I got a little bit of that, and then a hint of this, I think it was the currant and the clove. So that being said, I actually preferred the one they had last year, and I'm not sure if it's in the club. I keep meaning to look at what's in what's in the catalog, and I forget. It's like Sips of Cider. I think it might be back this year. I actually like that one better if it's back. Very similar with that kind of sparkling orange scent. This one, I think it was the black currant that was like, I don't know. It was fine. So it was okay. Good performer though. This one was very strong. I did turn it off for a little bit. And then when I turned it back on later in the evening, it didn't come up as heavy. So sometimes wax will do that where if you turn it off kind of mid-melt, let's say, like a few hours in, and then you turn it back on again. Sometimes when you reheat it, it comes back to where it was, and sometimes it doesn't. And I felt like this one did not do as well after turning it off and then bringing it back on. But it's a nice scent, sparkling spiced citrus. So would I get this again? Possibly, because it was a pretty good performer. Now, this one here, Cashmere Leaves, this was a pod that was gifted to me in some friend mail. And you guys, I don't think I've warmed. Now I'm going to go look. I don't think I have warmed did I? Now I have to go back. I don't know if I warmed the wax, but I can't remember now. Now it's going to bug me. I probably did. I think I might have last month because I'm like, I think I did. I think I warmed it in the bedroom. But the pods, it's very nice. Like really, really nice. So my friend did say that in the pods, this is fantastic. So I must have warmed it last month and just gave it an okay review. It's not even sticking in my head, but the pods are really nice. And sometimes the pods don't smell exactly like the wax. Sometimes it's better, sometimes it's not, but I was really impressed with these. So this was nice. So this is Cashmere Leaves in the pods. I like that one a lot, and it was a really good performer. Amazon Rain. I had one in there, and I also had one of this one. This is Blue Grotto. And so I just kind of put them both in my air diffuser. Is that what it's called? Air diffuser. I don't use that often, but there was such a strong kind of mix of scents going on in the guest room that one day I decided to just kind of turn it on and throw some pods in there, because you can throw two. So I did one of this Amazon Rain and one with Blue Grotto. That's what's in there right now. Both are really good. The Blue Grotto is a better performer to me than Amazon Rain, but Amazon Rain is a nice clean scent. It's just always been a lighter scent for me, but it's nice. So Amazon Rain and Blue Grotto. Using some pods. Speaking of pods, because I am traveling, which is why I'm not going to have a video next week. I don't remember if I said that or not. I charged up my Scentsy Go. So my plan is to hopefully not forget to pack this. And so I can at least enjoy some scent when I'm traveling. So this is a Scentsy Go. You can fit two of the pods in here, and it works great. It really does. I've just not been good about using it, but I do have a number of pods, and I kind of enjoyed a few this past week, so that was nice. All right, so that is all the Scentsy I have. Let me move on to vendor wax. Okay. Oh my gosh. So I'll tell you, because I'm looking at all this. I'm like, how did I warm all this week? And part of it is some of these are partials. So that's part of it. Some of these are, you can use up the whole thing, and it's not like a big brittle or something like that. That would take me a little bit to use. some of these were samples. So that also, again, you can use a couple of those in different parts of the room. So that is that. Wow. Like, how did this happen? This was a great week. Okay. I have a number of things. Well, how is your week going? My week was last week, like I said, really tough at work when when someone at work just rattles you and they're just kind of being an ass. It's like, that was my week last week. I was like, a little bit in the twilight zone where I felt like, what am I hearing and what is coming out of your mouth right now? And you're full of a lot of backhanded compliments. And it was just bizarro world last week. And I could not wait for that week to be over. This week I'm traveling, so fingers crossed that all goes well with that. And I'm also, I think, just slowing things down a little bit when it comes to YouTube, just because I've just been more tired, and I'm finding, I don't need to be Superwoman trying to do everything. Do stuff that feels good. And I talked a little bit about that in my monthly check-in video of just let it go. Let it go. It's okay. There's no rules to anything here. This is all meant to be fun. Okay, I've got it all laid out by vendor, so I think we're ready to go. All right, so I warmed It's Fall Charlie Brown. This is from October of 2023, so we're a year old now. This is apple pumpkin strudel and zucchini bread. You guys, this is so strong. I have been working on this it was a full bar at the beginning of September. So I was making my way through it a number of times, warming it. This is a really strong bar. I warmed it one time. Again, this is one where I grabbed the wrong thing and I put it in my bedroom, not really paying attention to what I was warming. I thought it was something else that I'd picked up, and it was strong. It was strong in the bedroom. I felt like everything had absorbed this scent. And part of it is, I think it's the zucchini bread that is nice and strong, and then the strudel. But really fantastic performer. If you love that apple pumpkin kind of smell, this is a great one. I know it's a really popular one from Sassy Girl Aroma. Yeah, huge throw, great performer. And I think that's probably why I'm a little done with it for now. So I'm going to kind of give it a break and may come back to this later, maybe in November. But it's Fall Charlie Brown from Sassy Girl Aroma. All right, I did warm one from Dessa's Homespun Scents. This is Autumn Equinox. This is Beach Nights, which is Marshmallow Sea Salt S'mores, Vanilla Voodoo, and White Birch. And this is from November of 2023. Excuse me. Autumn Equinox from Dessa's. So I warmed all of this downstairs. It was a nice, beautiful purple color. And I've mentioned before, I struggle with Dessa's to get Dessa's to work for me. And so I used a tea light. And I put, let's see, I think I used 2 squares, and then the rest of it I put in a candle crock. So I did get much more scent than I have in the past. The tea light, of course, always works. And then the crock pot. So I'm telling you, I'm a little tired. The candle crock worked with the other pieces. Did I get strong performance out of it? I'd say no, but I got a decent medium throw. In my open space of Autumn Equinox. So I did enjoy the scent. And I think maybe that's just the best I'm going to get with Dessa's is a medium throw. But I like the scent, so that was nice. I have one here from Knowles Farm Scents. This is Autumn on the Farm. This is pumpkin, cinnamon, clove, fir, cedar wood. I only had 3 cubes left of this. So again, this week might look like a lot, but it was partials. A lot of it was partials. This I warmed in the bedroom in 3 Scentsy warmers. I just dropped in 1 cube in each, and it's a really great scent. I got a lot of clove. So for that, it's not my favorite of his. I got a lot of that clove and I think cedarwood. I'm not sure if it had evolved since last year. This was had to be from August or September of last year that I got it. Great performer, but like a little too heavy on the clove I think, and maybe this wasn't cinnamon spicy. So I think it was the clove. So that is Autumn on the Farm. Okay, let's do these onesie twosies. Then from Silkey Soaps, this is Wild Cherry Fizzy Pop. It was one little sample here from Silky's. This was gifted to me by Shijo. I'd never tried Silky's or even heard of Silkey Soaps before Shijo. This is a really nice wild cherry. I like fizzy scents. I use this in the bathroom because it was just a sample. I made sure to close the door. I'm kind of terrible about closing the bathroom doors, but I really wanted to get a sense of what this smelled like, and I would say it was a really good scent. Hard to say throw. I could smell it when I closed the door, but it was just a sample. So that is Wild Cherry Fizzy Pops from Silkey Soaps. From KAEs, this is Haddonfield. This is Sandalwood Vanilla, Pumpkin Souffle, and Fallen Leaves. I warmed this a couple days ago down in open space. Did I use a tea light? I'm trying to think. I used a hot plate and like 2 Scentsy warmers on this one. And this is it's a good smell. It's got a little bit of this heaviness, and I think that's the pumpkin souffle. And it's smoky. It's a little smoky, and I'm not sure where that's coming from, if it's for fallen leaves or not. But I can smell this one in open space. It was, I'd say, a medium to high performer for me, and that is Haddonfield. So I did enjoy this one a lot, Haddonfield. From KAEs Scented Melts. Let's do Britta's. From Britta's, I warmed Urban Legend. This is Cracklin' Birch, Nutmeg Spice, Cinnamon, Palo Santo, Vanilla, Bean, Marshmallow. And this was poured March of this year. Urban Legend. This is like a little, kind of like a sample. I think it was a sample that I got. It was a little kind of Frankenstein head, little cute guy. I warmed this in the bathrooms and a little bit in the guest room. So I really enjoy this one. This is Cracklin' Birch. It's not too spicy like that. That nutmeg spice is not heavy at all. It's just a really pretty blend. I did get a lot of that kind of marshmallow sweetness from here. I did enjoy this one, so I would get this again. Urban Legend. It was Britta's does work really well for me, given that it was a smaller sample. I mean, I could smell it in the bathrooms, and it was what I had left over was kind of too small to fill a guest room, so I can't give a good accuracy on throw, but it lasted in the bathroom, and I can smell it. So that is Urban Legend. And my bathrooms are super picky. The Exorcist. This is Patchouli, Palo Santo, Vanilla Bean, and Marshmallow. This was poured February of this year. The Exorcist, one of the first scents I ever tried from Britta's, and I fell in love with it. It was actually a combination with Sea Kelp, which I have to say, I love that blend more than just the Exorcist, but the Exorcist is fantastic. It's strong. I warmed the souffle in open space and in the bedrooms. So one bedroom and then open space downstairs. Lasted over 12 hours. This one, and it was a strong performer. Fantastic throw. Great scent. Yeah, this is kind of hits all the boxes, right? Yeah, it's really, really nice. You do need to like patchouli, although I think it's a pretty patchouli. Very perfumey, very fragrance, very heavy fragranced. So that is the Exorcist from Britta's. All right, let's do Cabin in the Woods from That Smell Good shop. So this is Cedar, Fall Spices, and Winter Air. Cabin in the Woods. I'm trying to put little notes on these labels. I don't always remember, but it's helpful because when I warm this stuff, I'm like, oh, I'll remember. I'll remember when I do my video. No, I don't. I don't remember sometimes. So this one I said was smoky. It was an okay scent for me, but a great performer. I will say I would not buy this scent again for me. There was just something in here, and I guess it was the fall spices or the cedar. I'm not sure, because I like cedar. Like, I don't mind cedar, but it was too much. I almost got like a sawdust kind of scent out of this. I didn't really get a lot of winter air. So for me, I wouldn't buy the scent again just because it was just not for me, and maybe a little too heavy, too much for the bedroom. So that is Cabin in the Woods. So that's from That Smell Good shop. Okay, I did a lot of little onesies here, onesie twosies. From Super Tarts, Fake and Bake. This is zucchini bread, sugar cookie, and sweet cream. Now this was a partial, so again, it looks like I warmed a lot, but it was a partial that I had left over. I just hadn't talked about it back in September when I first warmed parts of it. This is a great performer, performed really well for me. Do I like it? I don't know. The reason I say I don't know is because I'm finding that sweet cream does give me, I don't know that I love it. And I think it gives me like a little bit of a coffee scent. And I do like coffee, but it's just not what I was hoping for, I think, to be melting all day long. And I think that's probably why it's my, I don't know. Coffee scents I can only do for a couple of hours, and I felt the same way about this. Now, this is not a coffee scent, but to my nose, when I smell sweet cream, I get like a little hint of coffee. I get something. And that's what I got from this with the sweet cream and the zucchini bread. So great performer. I liked it. I just didn't love it. And that is Fake and Bake from Super Tarts. I think sometimes I say Sweet Tarts. Super Tarts. All right. From Vintage Chic. This was gifted to me by April Lee. This is from August of 2023. It's called Headless Great Pumpkin. This is pumpkin cheesecake, ginger snap, crust, whipped cream, pumpkin layer cake with cream cheese frosting. Headless Great Pumpkin. I have only tried Vintage Chic one time before, and it was like a pistachio. It was some kind of pistachio, I don't know, combination. And it didn't really perform for me. I'd warmed it in the bedroom. This one I warmed in the bedrooms. This one did perform for me. I did get a caramel scent though, and I don't know where that's coming from. If that could be the cheesecake. I'm not sure, but I liked it. I thought it was a good performer, but because of the caramel scent, I might not get it again. Even though, is it the ginger snap? I don't know, but I'm getting like that kind of a little bit of a burnt sugar that I get sometimes from something too sweet. But it was okay, and it was a good performer. So at least I'm glad of that, because again, my only experience with Vintage Chic was that it didn't perform for me. This is from last year. Good performer. Thank you, April, for sending it to me so I can give it a try. She also sent me, I don't know if this is the one she sent me though. I think so. Glitterati. This is Halloween Potion. It's white pumpkin, amber, Halloween punch, and Palo Santo. I warmed this upstairs in the bedrooms, and this was fantastic. So far, everything I've tried from Glitterati has been really, really nice. They've been this size, so I've only warmed it in the bedroom, not downstairs. But I love white pumpkin. I really, really do like white pumpkin. One of my favorites from Scentsy last year was white pumpkin and driftwood. And this just was like so up my alley with the white pumpkin and amber. Halloween punch. I really like this. So Halloween Potion. That was fantastic from Glitterati. Then from Rose Girls, I finished a bag of flannels and leggings. This is apple fritter, honey, cornbread, and chai lattes. I know this is a very popular scent and a favorite for many. This was from last year. This is from September of last year. And I liked it okay. I really love her apple fritter oil, her apple fritter oil. I think I'm just not that big on cornbread. And this one was a medium performer. It wasn't a great performer for me. I warmed this downstairs. I warmed this in the guest bedroom. Kind of warmed this everywhere. I think I even warmed, so that's how I got rid of the whole bag. I warmed this everywhere. The honey is there, but I think I'm just not a big cornbread person in wax. So this one's okay for me. I know, don't come at me because it is a popular one. Flannels and leggings, but performed okay. It was a medium performer and an okay scent for me. All right, from my friend's stash that she made me, I warmed. One night I did Blondie Beach, which was one that I had made, and it's kind of this one is like mango coconut. This is more of a beachy summer scent, but I'm telling you, it's been hot here. And I'm like, you know what? I need a break from kind of these heavy fall scents, these pumpkin scents. And so I pulled this out of my stash, and this is fantastic. It's got a lightness. It's got something sweet in here. And I don't know. I mean, the label's kind of coming off. I can't remember quite what it is. There's some coconut in here and some mango, and it's just really nice. So that is one that I made that I called it Blondie Beach. So there must be blonde moment in there. And then this one is Minty Koala. This is from March of 2024. This is eucalyptus, mint, amber, and white musk. Minty Koala. This was also fantastic. I warmed this in the bedrooms, and this was another day where I'm like, I need something a little kind of, nose clearing, a little lighter, a little fresher, and that's what this was. So you get that eucalyptus and the mint. This is more of a fresh mint than like a peppermint, and really, really nice, long lasting as well. So this is from my friend. I'm going to ask her to make me more of this because that was good. Good one to have as a kind of a palette cleanser from my wax. So Minty Koala. All right, let's do Zeep. We have Italian Sunset. This was, I bought a mystery bag when, I think maybe my first order from Zeep, and Italian Sunset, I think is what it is. Italian Sunset was in there. I remember smelling this, and it's like, oh, it smells good. It smelled good on cold. It was a big sample. It was like a big heart-shaped sample, and it definitely has a perfuminess. I don't know what the scent notes are, but as I'm smelling this, I think there's definitely patchouli in here. And some musk. I think I'm getting that. So I put it in the open space. This one performed really, really well for me. Like strong throw, but I could not stand the scent. I could not. And of course that happens, right? They're super strong when you're just like, no. So I left it in there for like an hour. I was kind of up here. I might have even been recording a video at the time when it was starting to melt downstairs. And I go back downstairs, I start reading a book, and then I'm like, I can't. Very rarely do I take wax out, when it's still kind of, it's still up there as far as throw and scent throw. But yeah, you know what this smelled like? I hate to say this. Kind of smelled a little bit like cat pee and a cheap men's cologne. That was it. And so I had to take it out. So Italian Sunset, that was not for me. Then from Zeep, I warmed these two this morning, actually. Casper. This is, I had two clamshells. One I used in the bedroom up here, and one I used down in open space, or in the bedrooms. I kind of broke up one clamshell and put them between the two rooms, and one clamshell downstairs. This is scent notes of sweet pumpkin, fall berries, brown sugar, and buttery caramel. The caramel is nice, actually. I'm very, particular about my caramel. The caramel was light, so that didn't worry me, but the whole bar was light. I get this pretty like pastry scent it's like a berry compote, but unfortunately it was light downstairs in open space and light up here in the bedroom. So I had it in here. Well, I had it in there for about 5 hours. I was gone for the last 2 hours. And when I came home, this is still melting, right? This is not really what I smelled. What I smelled was the sparkling citrus from Scentsy that I had warmed the day before. So it was so light that I was still getting remnants from probably, I don't know. It's just lingering scent from another wax from the day before when I came back home. That's what I smelled more than I smelled this. So yeah, it's a pretty scent. It's just super light. So unfortunately for that reason, I would not rebuy this again. And this is from last year. So it's a year old. All right. Let's go through my L3 Waxy Wonders. So I have Halloween Town Scentsy type. This is a year old. So this is a dupe of Halloween Town. And this week, you might have, maybe you noticed, maybe you didn't, but I'm doing my October weekly challenge. So this is like spooky movies, or Halloween movies. So Halloween Town. And this one was a good dupe of it. I got a lot of the cedar, I think more than I remember from Scentsy. But it was good. I would say it came off strong in the beginning for the first couple hours and then died down. But it lasted, hard to say how long it lasted because I took it out this morning. I put it on last night around 7 or 8 and then took it out this morning when I woke up at 8:30, and there wasn't a whole lot of scent left this morning. Today is October 3rd. Warm this on October 3rd. I do love this scent. This is fantastic. This is Palo Santo Toasted Mallow Sugar Cookie Royale from L3 Waxy Wonders. So I warmed this up in the bedrooms. And then I have today's October 3rd Buttermilk Pie. I warmed this downstairs in open space. So I don't love bakery scents, like heavy bakery. So the buttermilk pie went downstairs. This one is great for the bedroom. Performs great for me. I love the scent. And the buttermilk pie, I think the buttermilk pie is okay. It's kind of a dense, I do get a caramel note to this one, and it's very dense. So for that reason, I don't love it as much as the original, but it was a good performer down in open space. Then we have the Dolly Made Me Do It. This is strawberry cotton candy, strawberry white cake, marshmallow, and crunchy cereal pieces. This one was light for me. I warmed this downstairs in open space. I mean, granted, it was a sample. It could have probably used more. But it was little over 2 ounces. All downstairs. I got hints of this cereal, like literally, and it does say pieces. So it does say that in the scent notes, but I got hints of it. I got a strawberry. I did get that cotton candy, and I don't know that I love cotton candy. I like it on cold, but sometimes on warm, it's just eh. So this one, I didn't love it as much on warm as I did on cold. And it was light for me. So that's the Dolly Made Me Do It. All right. We're almost near the end. These I'm going to go through rapid fire, mostly just telling you that I warmed it. If I remember what they were like, I'll let you know. Otherwise, honestly, I don't quite remember what these smelled like. These are all from the little samples I had of the Pharmacist daughter that I've been working through. So they're like little half samples and stuff. So every day is Halloween. Some of these I think I warmed in the bathroom, so I can't quite remember. I don't remember. Hallow Scream. I don't even remember these names, so I think I'm not gonna. Although this has a nice little mintiness to it. I will say I can smell them when I melt the Pharmacist daughter samplers. So it's just a matter of where I actually remember, how strong they were. Gravedigger was a strong scent. It was one that I liked. This one I had a nice chunk of it. This one was I think an okay scent for me, but a really good performer. Pumpkin and Poison. I don't really remember how that one was. Harvest Moon, I do remember, and I do remember enjoying this one. I probably warmed this in the bedroom. Yeah, that one's good. This one, though, I do remember, and I would get more of this if I saw it and was ordering from the Pharmacist daughter. Potions and Notions. I warmed this in the bathroom, but this one I really liked. I do remember thinking, okay, this is a good one. Yeah, that was really nice. And then here's Johnny. I did warm this in the bedroom, and I did not care for the scent of this one. So that is Here's Johnny. So yeah, that was a lot. But they were little. Like I said, they were little. They were partials. I had already used a lot of it, so that's why it seems that way. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. Like I said, I'm probably taking a break from making videos this week, so there probably won't be any next week, but I'll give you a chance to catch up. And thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you enjoyed this type of video, then consider giving me a like and subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. And see, I'm already perking up. This has helped. I'm already perking up because I was dragging my butt to do this. So maybe I'll do one more video on perfumes because that's been on my to-do list. So thank you so much. And yes, I'm drinking water. I'm drinking my water. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.